Hello everybody, Nash the Junkman here. How y'all doing today? So I got a project. My chickens are just about to start laying eggs and I got to get on the ball about making some nesting boxes. Thing is I don't have a lot of money. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a really cheap version of a nesting box. This particular nesting box that we're going to build is going to be made out of 5-gallon buckets. These buckets I did not purchase. These buckets were free. I found them junking. I found them on the side of the road mostly. These kinds of things, they just tend to show up and collect a bucket. You know, like it's always good to have these things around. You never know what you're going to use them for. If you have a whole bunch of them, you can fill them full of something like tar or whatever and then toss it later. So it's not that big a deal. You don't have to go out and pay $2-3 a bucket for it. So anyway, we're going to use these. And some of the plywood that I got from Menards on Ray's List, I believe is what it's called, for $1 per sheet. I'm going to build this whole nesting box $1. That's all it's going to take. A nesting box for $1 is pretty cheap. Now if you were to go out and buy all the plywood it would take to build a nesting box of just plywood, it would probably cost you around $30, maybe a little more depending on how many boxes you have, what size and type of plywood you get. We're going to be using OSB just because it's cheap. I've got a lot of it, so that's why we're going to use it. And then of course if you went out and did a bucket nest, these buckets cost around $2, $3, $4 a piece depending on where you get them, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. So we're going to keep it really cheap this go around. $1 plywood and free buckets. Stick around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. I want to apologize, my battery had ran out about halfway through the filming, so some of it's going to be pictures. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the entire build process in here, and I don't want to have to do another one. This took about an hour or so and cost $1. Now, as you notice, the perch is not made of plywood. This right here is actually just a piece of treated scrap I had left over from some other projects. So it was essentially free. But if you have to go get a 2x4 to rip this down, these two perches here like this, going to cost you somewhere around $2 to $4. But really, this thing cost me $1 to put it all together. Now, if I want to include the hardware and things like that, it's probably $1.05 because this entire thing's held together with brad nails and just a few screws, so very little hardware needed. Everything is just made out of one sheet of plywood. I had a strip that's 4 inches wide by 16 inches long. That's all I had left of the plywood, so very little waste. Anyway, if you like this build, check out the description and I'll have a rough description on how this was built with some measurements. And if you want any more detail further, just send me a message or put a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. So anyway, if you like the video, please hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and I'll have more videos out here for you guys just like this one. And I'll make sure and follow up with this video with the chickens actually nesting in these boxes, and we'll see if this works after we get some legs and things on that, along that line on this nesting box. Thanks for watching.